Welcome to Madrid Pulse. You got source for all the latest Real Madrid updates, transfer news, and exclusive stories. Stay tuned as we bring you the latest surrounding Jude Bellingham's road to recovery following his recent surgery. Real Madrid star Jude Bellingham has officially embarked on the road to recovery after successfully undergoing shoulder surgery in London on Wednesday. The 22-year-old English international has been dealing with a persistent shoulder issue that initially began bothering him in late 2023. Despite the ongoing discomfort, Bellingham delayed any surgical intervention to stay available for both Real Madrid and the England national team, showing once again the level of commitment and professionalism that has defined his meteoric rise. The operation was performed at the prestigious Fortius Clinic, a renowned medical facility in London known for treating elite athletes. The procedure was carried out by two of the most respected surgeons in the field, Dr. Manuel Leyes and Dr. Andrew Wallace, with close oversight from Real Madrid's medical services to ensure that everything was handled with the utmost precision and care. Following the operation, Bellingham took to Instagram on Friday to provide his first public update since the surgery. In a heartfelt message, the midfielder expressed his deep gratitude to the medical professionals involved in the procedure. He specifically thanked Dr. Wallace and Susan Alexander, along with their team at Fortius Clinic, for their skill and hospitality. He also extended his appreciation to Ivan Ortega and Dr. Leyes, who traveled to London to support him through the process. Finally, Bellingham acknowledged the fans and well-wishers who have sent him messages of love and encouragement throughout this challenging period. His message concluded with a determined statement that reflects his resilience and positive mindset. The process to come back has already started. See you soon. The estimated recovery timeline for Bellingham is currently between 10 to 12 weeks. This means he is expected to miss the opening stretch of the 2025-26 season, potentially returning to full training and match readiness by mid to late October. It's a significant blow for Real Madrid, who have come to rely heavily on Bellingham's influence in midfield since his arrival from Borussia Dortmund. His ability to control games, make decisive runs, and score crucial goals has made him one of the cornerstones of the team. Manager Xabi Alonso will now be tasked with finding solutions in midfield during Bellingham's absence. Whether that involves reshuffling the existing midfield lineup, placing greater responsibility on players like Eduardo Camavinga, Fede Valverde, and Arda Güler, or making strategic use of summer signings, it will be a test of Alonso's tactical adaptability. The club is confident in the depth of their squad, but replacing the dynamism and presence of Bellingham, even temporarily, is no small challenge. That said, both the club and the player are focused squarely on ensuring a complete and safe recovery. The decision to undergo surgery now, after months of management and delay, indicates a long-term vision from all parties involved. Real Madrid want Bellingham not just back on the pitch, but back at 100%, ready to contribute meaningfully for the remainder of the season and beyond. Given Bellingham's age, professionalism, and mental strength, there is every reason to believe he will return stronger and hungrier than ever. His post-surgery message already reflects a sense of purpose and determination that will no doubt fuel his recovery process. As the weeks unfold, Madrid Pulse will continue to keep you updated with exclusive insights, recovery milestones, and everything else you need to know about Jude Bellingham's journey back to fitness. For now, the midfielder begins the first steps of rehabilitation, while the Real Madrid faithful await the return of one of their brightest stars. As the transfer window moves into its latter stages in July, Real Madrid's transfer strategy appears to be shifting gears. With key reinforcements already signed and sealed earlier in the summer, the club is now focused on trimming the squad. Among the top names being considered for departure is Rodrygo, a player who has worn the Real Madrid badge with pride and professionalism since his arrival. Despite his contributions, the Brazilian winger now finds himself on the periphery of Xabi Alonso's plans, which could ultimately lead to his exit from the Santiago Bernabeu. Xabi Alonso, who recently showcased his tactical approach during the FIFA Club World Cup, has made it clear that his preferred system will rely on just two primary options in the forward department. This streamlined setup leaves little room for players outside the starting 11, and even fewer chances for someone who isn't seen as a key backup. In Rodrygo's case, Alonso is reportedly not counting on him even in a secondary role, effectively signaling the end of the player's journey with the Spanish giants, at least for now. The situation has taken a toll on Rodrygo, who has always been a loyal and hardworking figure in the Real Madrid dressing room. It's understandably a tough pill to swallow for a player who has given his best for the team and played decisive roles in big moments. Now, facing the possibility of being forced out, Rodrygo finds himself at a crossroads. While the desire to stay and fight for his place still lingers, the reality of being sidelined makes staying an increasingly unrealistic option. According to a recent update from transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Real Madrid have already initiated conversations with Rodrygo to determine the best course of action. These discussions are aimed at clarifying the player's situation as soon as possible, allowing both parties to find a resolution that aligns with their interests. The talks are said to be ongoing and could evolve quickly as the days go by, suggesting that a decision might not be far off. However, one potential obstacle in the process is the price tag. Real Madrid are reportedly asking for a fee of no less than $100 million for the 23-year-old. While such a valuation reflects the club's recognition of Rodrygo's quality and potential, it could also deter potential suitors from making an immediate move. Nonetheless, it's important to note that this figure is likely a starting point in the negotiation process. As discussions with interested clubs move forward, the fee could very well come down, especially if Madrid are determined to offload the player before the end of the window. Despite the steep asking price, there is no shortage of interest. Two Premier League giants, Arsenal and Liverpool, have emerged as frontrunners in the race for Rodrygo's signature. Liverpool, in particular, are believed to be seriously considering a substantial offer to bring the Brazilian to Anfield, viewing him as a dynamic addition to their attacking setup. Arsenal, too, see the winger as a player who can add pace, flair, and creativity to their front line as they continue to build a squad capable of challenging for major honors. From Rodrygo's perspective, a move to the Premier League is not out of the question. While his preference might have been to stay at Real Madrid, circumstances are clearly pushing him toward a new challenge. Should it become apparent that he has no future under Alonso, Rodrygo would be open to continuing his career in England, a league that would not only test his skills, but also give him a fresh platform to prove himself. As the transfer window continues to unfold, all eyes will be on how Real Madrid handle Rodrygo's situation. Whether it leads to a blockbuster move to the Premier League or a surprising twist, the coming days promise to deliver crucial updates on the future of one of Los Blancos' most technically gifted forwards.